Communication deficits are one of the core symptoms of autism spectrum disorder. Children with this disorder may begin to speak slowly or may never develop speech at all across their lifespan. Other children with this disorder may learn to produce words and compile sentences, but have difficulty using them accurately and effectively in a social situation. Abnormalities associated with children with autism include a lack of reciprocal social interaction, and expressive dispute and self-stimulatory behavior. Most frequently, they also have qualitative deficits in verbal and nonverbal communication. The studies addressed in my literature review analyze many different things. It analyzes language acquisition, effects of socioeconomic household status and income, maternal quality of speech production, motivation, neurological factors associated with autism in the brain and how it works, and various intervention techniques. Some of my favorite takeaway points from all of my research include how children learn with autism, how they interact and observe the world around them. In my opinion, the most interesting findings throughout my review include the fact that social development and comprehension of children with autism greatly affects them to properly utilize language and communication. Additionally, I learned that motivation is a pivotal part of language delay in children with autism. One study by Kogel showed that children who reflect high motivation for either social interaction, a preferred tangible item or toy, or physical touch from somebody that they trust. If they have those things, they are much more likely to participate in communication and attempt to develop language. I also discovered that maternal speech is associated with a higher likelihood of language development in children with autism. Specifically, research by Nagales discovered that mothers who use more types of words, utterance types, and sentence types subsequently have children with higher rates of levels of language use and skill. The extent to which children with autism utilize their language and social interactions compared to typically developing children is only just beginning to be researched and investigated. Every individual with autism displays different symptoms of varying levels of development. Therefore, to critique the research I've done on this topic, I would suggest a wider sample of autistic children throughout each study. Therefore, there should be children with high functioning autism, and in that same study, there should be children with low functioning autism. If that were to happen, we could observe and collect data on a larger sample group in order to compare and contrast the different behaviors associated with different levels of autistic children. Clinics should be able to apply these findings to further research in perinatal infections, perinatal ventricle areas, or genetically neurochemical abnormalities. Although children with autism typically experience language delay, they are extremely capable of developing communication skills with the proper assistance and intervention plan by a professional. If I learned anything, it's that children with language delays, even though they have autism, they can learn just as much as anybody else have or can. Thank you.